everyone. As you can see, we've got Alessia here. When you're all ready, we will start. We'll just give a... Okay. Okay, we'll get underway. Anton, would you like to start? Oh, sorry. If we can take a seat, thank you. Anton.
It's worth waiting. Hey, Les, nice to see you.
Hiya.
Look, simple question to start. You're going to walk out at a World Cup final. Have you had a chance to take that in yet?
Yeah, I think obviously this is the biggest game, the one that you dream about, the one that means the most. But I feel like it will hit when we're in the tunnel and we're ready to walk out. And yeah, I think it's an incredible occasion. It's been an unbelievable tournament. And this is it. This is exactly where we want to be. And we can't wait. What
12 months or so it's been for you, right? Winning the Euros, big move, World Cup final. Do you ever just take a moment and just go, this is a lot?
Maybe I will after the game, but right now all I want to do is go out and obviously put on a performance we're proud of and obviously win. We go into every game. We started this tournament wanting to win 7 games, and that's still the message, and this is the last one to go, and we're all really locked in, and yeah, it's been an incredible year, but I think as a player you're kind of always focusing on what's next, that you never really kind of get to enjoy the moment, which I'm sure I will when I look back and I'm all old and grey, but right now it's all about what's coming up and what's there to achieve. So yeah, hoping for another one on Sunday.
Speaking to Serena earlier, she said we've got to treat it like any other game. That's impossible, isn't it?
Funny you say that, because I think for players, yes and no, because I think obviously we're all aware it's the World Cup final and there's that on the line, but as soon as you cross the white line and the first whistle goes, it's just a normal game. That's what we love to do. That's what we want to be doing. And yeah, it's 11 v 11 and it's a game you've got to win. So I think as soon as we step out on the pitch, we know our job, we know what we need to do. But yeah, of course, we're aware that it's a World Cup final, but we're just going to play our game.
Just one more question from me. You take us inside sort of the camp. Is everyone hyped? Is everyone sort of? Does it just feel a bit extra?
Yeah, I think everyone's obviously excited, but I think we're very relaxed and chilled, and it almost just feels like a normal game to us, which is great, and it shows, I guess, the composure of the team. But yeah, camp's great. It's been great from the first game up until now, and it feels pretty similar. It's another game that we must win.
Hi, Alessia. It was absolutely joyous watching you and the squad celebrate after your goal. Can you try to describe, put into words, the feelings of knowing that you were through to the final because of your goal, as well as everyone else's?
Yeah, it was amazing. Obviously, 2-1, I still think that we're good enough to see the game out, but 3-1 just gives you that extra cushion. But yeah, it was great, and to be able to be near the sideline too with all the other girls was really nice, because we've got such a good team spirit in this group and everyone's played a massive part. So it was really nice to kind of share that moment all together and slowly realise that we were going to be in a final. Obviously we still had 5 or 10 minutes left, but yeah, it was really special.
There's so much noise in the lead up to a World Cup final, as I'm sure you're finding out, but has living in Terrigal in a bubble, has that allowed you and the players to block everything out? And what's been your favourite thing also about living here?
Yeah, it's been great. We've loved our time here in Terrigal. I think you can all see how lovely it is. We're right on the beach, the hotel's amazing, and what the FA have done with the hotel in setting it up to make it feel like a place you can relax and have fun at is really cool. So yeah, it's been great. It has felt like you're away from it all, which is really nice, because us as players, that's exactly what we want. And yeah, I mean, for me, it's the beach. I love having the beach right on your doorstep. We go out on walks, and some people have been in the sea. I've been in the sea once with Tooney, but it was freezing. But yeah, it's just nice that you can open your blinds in the morning and be looking out to a beach, and the training facility that we're at as well is really nice. So yeah, it's been great.
Hey Alessia, just
Hi.
a very quick one from me. Have you been practicing your back heels again this week?
No, I haven't. I think that was a rare moment and one you probably won't see again. But yeah, it was special at the time. But no, I haven't been practicing them.
Yeah, it's going to take something to top that if you scored something better than that in a World Cup final, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would. I'm not sure I'll ever be able to do a back heel again, but I'm glad it happened once.
Best of luck, thanks.
Thank you.
If possible.
Hi, Alessia, Dutch television, therefore you won't be surprised that my question is about your coach. Can you explain what Sarina Wiegman has meant for this team? And on a more personal note, if friends ask you what she's like, what do you say?
Well, the first thing that comes to my mind is that she's a winner. I think she sets the standard so high every day in training, and she leads with real class. I think it's great for us as players because when we're out on the pitch, it's so competitive and everyone's training and all focused towards one goal. But away from the pitch, she lets us enjoy our time, relax and switch off, and I think that's really important, especially in such a long tournament like this. But also she's honest and upfront, and that's something that as a player I really respect. I think it's really nice that you can have those open and honest conversations with the leader of your team. And yeah, she just makes camp a really enjoyable place to be.
Thanks very much.
Thank you.
Just pass the mic behind you.
Thank you, Tom from the Daily Telegraph. Hi, Alessia.
Hi.
Can you take us back to when you were a little girl in either the garden or the park, and you're pretending to score the winning goal in the World Cup final? What does that goal look like? What's the celebration look like? And just tell us about it.
Yeah, I think when I was a kid, we used to play World Cup in the garden or at the pitch, local pitch, which is where you have to score to stay in. And yeah, I have such fond memories growing up playing football with the local kids that I used to grow up with, and also my brothers and my youth team. So yeah, it looked just like having fun and playing free. And as far as celebrations go, I think you can see that mine aren't planned or anything special. It's just what happens to me in the moment. And it's normally just a loud scream and hug whoever's near me. So yeah, I think as a kid, growing up, to think that we'll be playing in a World Cup in a couple of days is a real pinch me moment.
Thank you. And could I please ask one more question about someone I think you all know very well from club as well as country, Mary Earps, and taking shots against her in training. Could you just give us an idea of maybe how much she has improved over the last couple of years since taking the #1 shirt, and maybe what you've noticed in her character, evolving as she's taken on that responsibility?
Yeah, I think Mary is one of the very best people, first and foremost. Someone that I really admire and have learnt a lot from. I think she has a real wise head on her shoulders, and she's been and seen a lot. And to see where she is now makes me so happy. I'm a really close friend of Mary's, and I think not many people remember the days not so long ago where she wasn't even considered for England, and yeah, people counted her out. And I think if you realise how far she's come and how much work she's put in, it's incredible. And yeah, she fully deserved that award, the FIFA's best. And yeah, not only as a player but as a leader, the way she helps this team is incredible. And yeah, I'm glad she's one of my closest friends.
Hi, Alessia, Swedish television. Of course, it's always pressure and big interest, as you can see, playing for England. But how has the pressure picked up and the interest? Can you tell us about that from the Euros up until now?
I think we noticed a big difference in the Euros. I think the way the nation got behind us was incredible. And out here, the Australian support has been amazing ever since we touched down in Australia. Everyone's been so welcoming and so supportive. And I think you've seen it with the stadium sellouts and the Australian fans getting behind their team. I think it's been incredible. And for us, people keep telling us that the support back home is amazing. And we're so grateful. Our fans mean a lot to us. I feel like we feel a little bit disconnected from it as players right now, just because all our focus is on the games. But hopefully we can see them and celebrate with them when we're back. But yeah, the support for women's football right now is crazy, and as it should be, it should be exactly that, and it's so nice to see.
Hi, Alessia.
Hi.
Marcelo Correia from TV Global Brazil. I would like to know how much of a booster is going to be to have Lauren James back in the squad, as an option in the squad for this match.
Yeah, I think everyone in this room knows how impressive she's been this tournament. I've known it since we were 12 when we played together at Chelsea. She's such a special, talented player. And yeah, it's amazing. We want every single player fit and available for every game, and to have her back in is great. But yeah, I think Tooney obviously as well has stepped up as well. So we've got so many players across this group that can come in and do a job. But yeah, to have someone like LJ back in the squad is really special for the final.
Yeah.
Hi, Alessia. Serena mentioned early on about directness being interpersonal connectness, directness, talking to each other, being an important part of her management. I mean, just wonder how different that's been for you from other experiences working with people in football, and whether you're actually more direct with each other as a result of it.
I think directness in football is important, yeah, because especially at the moment when there's 70,000 people in the stadium, you can't hear the information coming from the sideline, and you have to trust players within the group, and we know that everyone's wanting the same goal and the same outcome from the game. So if people are telling you information, it's just listen to it and accept it and roll with it, because I think everyone in this squad wants to win a World Cup, and the only information we're giving each other is to do that. So yeah, I think that's the best form of communication on the pitch, especially when you're struggling to hear one another. It needs to be direct, it needs to be clear, and so you can crack on with the task.
Hi, Alessia. Every personality is different, and that's often accentuated in the build-up to a massive occasion like you've got on Sunday. Can you just tell us which of your players are the calmest, most sensible ones that keep others' feet on the ground, and who are the girls that are sort of most excited and are happy to show that at this point?
I think everyone's excited, but also calm at the same time. I know I mentioned that earlier, but that's really the feel that camp is right now. I think you've got the wise heads in Mary, Millie, Lucy, people like that, which is great because obviously they've experienced a lot, and they're really experienced players in our squad. So to have them there to lean on if you need them is important. But yeah, I think everyone's excited, but everyone's very calm at the same time.
And just another quick one. Jess was saying that there was singing in the bus on the way back from the semi-final, which is great, and as it should be. Can you tell us if you got a favourite song that you're all singing as a group together, and who are the biggest singers?
Yeah, we do like a little sing-along on the bus. I think the song at the moment is actually Foundations by Kate Nash. That seems to be a popular one at the moment, so everyone sings along to that. Everyone actually joins in, but Katie Zellum is the worst singer we've got on our team. But she sings like she's Adele on the back of the bus. But yeah, her voice isn't great, but she gives it 10 out of 10.
Isn't Katie the DJ?
She is, yeah. She is.
I just wonder if you could talk about Lauren's growing influence on this World Cup. She came to the fore. She hit second or third gear in the China game, and then obviously ramped it up magnificently in the semi-final. Can you explain what's freed her up, and also your relationship with her on the pitch?
Yeah, first and foremost, Lauren and I get on really well, and it's so nice to kind of have that relationship on the pitch. But I think, again, someone that I've known so talented for a long time, played at the under 15, 16, 17s with her, and yeah, she's got so many qualities that are so threatening to oppositions. First and foremost, she's absolutely lightning quick. So yeah, she's always working hard, always on the front foot, and I think you've seen her in this tournament that she's been really clinical too. So yeah, it's great to play with her, and I think yeah, she trusts herself, she's confident, she's feeling good, and for me and for everyone in this team, that's exactly how you want players to feel. You want them to feel like they're flying, and Lauren's definitely putting in performances to back that up. So yeah, I'm really, really happy for her.
I know you don't need any more reminder about how much it'll mean to England fans, obviously, if you win, and you've already made history by getting to the final. But the other thing to remember is that there's a lot of footballing legends who've been in touch with you and the rest of the team, Harry Kane, David Beckham, Marcus Rashford, all of them, you know, sending their well wishes. And obviously the men's team haven't actually sort of got to this stage since, as you know, since 1966. So if you win, how will that be? You know, for you, will you be inviting David Beckham over for dinner, or do you reckon he'll have you over to his?
I'm not sure he'll come, to be honest. But no, I think, yeah, obviously the respect for male and female footballers is there, and it's really nice to see, especially for people that you grew up idolising as little kids. But yeah, I think the support that they're giving us is really nice and deserved. I think we've done such an incredible job as a team these past couple of years, and yeah, to now be competing in the final of a World Cup, even when you say it feels just amazing to say. But yeah, it's great to have the support of all of them behind us.
Okay, we've got time for a couple more. We'll take one here and then over in that corner as well.
Hi, Alessia. How buzzing were you for Tuni when she got her moment? Maybe had a bit of a difficult World Cup until coming back to the quarterfinals, gets the goal. How buzzing were you for her?
Yeah, obviously really buzzing, and what a finish it was. But also I think sometimes people can be defined by goals and assists, but at the same time are still working really hard for the team in other areas. So I think the goal was great, and it was a brilliant finish in a really crucial game. But at the same time, I think she's been working hard ever since the tournament began, and yeah, can contribute in different ways at times. So yeah, of course, for your best friend to score a goal like that as well, I was over the moon for her.
Okay, we'll take one in that corner over there. Just pass the mic on to the back. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Stephanie from Global TV Brazil. Over the last years, England has invested a lot in women's football. And how do you personally think that this can contribute to the success of the national team?
I think it's been great for a player fairly new to the squad, only been in it a few years. You can see the backing that's gone into it, and I think it's great because sometimes you don't want to leave a page unturned, and with the facilities and the support through the staff that we have here, that's never a question, which is great for us as players. If there's pretty much anything you need to make you perform at your best, it's on hand. So yeah, I think that to have that taken out of your control and know that everything's all sorted and everyone's going to do whatever they can to make you perform the best on the pitch is exactly what we want as players.
Okay, thank you. We'll leave it there. Thank you, Alessia. Thank you, everyone.
Thank
and
you.
We'll see you tomorrow. Thank you.
Thanks.